Welcome to the video. In this video we're very quickly going to answer a subscriber's question. Now this question's come from Polo, and Polo's asked if you can have two servos controlled by one switch where one servo is delayed after the other. So we'll very quickly show you how to do that. Don't forget there are lots of other videos in the OpenTX Mix School that show you how to do stuff. So if you're interested in the power and flexibility of OpenTX, it's worthwhile watching a couple of these when you get a spare 5 minutes, and you'll quickly learn how to get these things working. So let's do this one very quickly. We'll call this something like test. Just going to select all the defaults, and there we have our new model. Now if we open that model, what we're going to go and do is go into mixes. We're going to assume that the servos are plugged into channels 5 and 6 on the receiver. If it's something like an 8XR, then you could have any of these inputs or outputs being chosen. So we'll just assume it's 5 and 6. Let's double click on channel 5. We'll set the name as something like servo 1. The source is actually not coming from anywhere really. We just want to leave that as max. We're going to leave everything else the same. We're going to make it turn on and off with a switch. So let's have switch A in the down position. Is going to turn it on. And there we have our first servo done. So if I now simulate that, we're looking at channel 5, which is here. If as I turn switch A onto the down position, there is that servo movement. Great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that, and we're going to just move that down. And now channel 6 has the same switch. So now when I go back in and simulate it, you'll see 5 and 6 move. There they go, both controlled by that switch. Great. Now, what he's actually asking for is that the first servo starts and stops, then after 2 seconds the other servo starts. So what we're going to do here is we're going to delay this servo by 2 seconds. So we're going to go 2.0 and 2.0. So now what that means is that when the switch is flicked, it's going to count 2 seconds and then it's going to move it, and again when the switch goes in the other position, it's going to wait 2 seconds and bring it back. So let me show you what that looks like. Again, we're looking at 5 and 6, so 5 should go first because 6 has got the delay on it. So there's 5 straight away. 2 seconds later, if we take it off, immediately channel 5 goes back. 2 seconds later the other one comes down too. Last little thing I'll show you, which is quite cute. In here we also have the ability to slow down the speed. If this was something like a landing gear on a scale plane and you want it to look very scale, then we could actually change the number and say, rather than just being immediate jump, which doesn't look very scale at all, make that movement take 1 second. Just for consistency, we'll change that to be the same as well. Now when you simulate it, we're looking at channels 5 and channel 6. So SA in the bottom position, there goes the first leg, there goes the second, and then when we're ready to pull it up, there goes the first part of the undercarriage, and there goes the second. So that's the trick. What you need to do is just use these delay and slow parts in the mix. Thank you for taking the time to watch that video. There are lots of other videos on the channel and they're carefully ordered into playlists, so you may find that there are other videos on this same subject that you can go and watch. So I would recommend going into the playlist area of Painless 360 YouTube channel and looking around and seeing what there is. You never know what you might find. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and happy flying.